This video may contain possible triggers about anxiety, depression, and suicide. Please watch at your own discretion. Thank you. I know what anxiety can feel like. I know what depression can feel like. I know what feeling like you can't talk to somebody feels. I know what it feels like to feel like an inconvenience, like all the time. And I believe that's the hardest thing that someone can go through, is feeling like an inconvenience all the time. But it's a very common thing where you cannot value your space in the world. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DefineSEBY. Just got out the shower, and since we're talking about overcoming anxiety today, I just wanted to keep it lighthearted, keep y'all entertained for the full video. So we're doing a mud mask. Okay, we're gonna do a mud mask. And so mud mask with me. I'm over here in my towel and in my student leader shirt, because you already know I was a leader in high school. Leader to the day I die, period. Let's go. All right, y'all, they said to leave it for 7 to 10 minutes. It's been a minute since I did a little mask, but these are really refreshing, especially if you do them before bed. Honestly, this is not a skincare routine thing. Like, this is kind of a one-time thing. I don't have a skincare routine. It's just a blessing from the Father. And I just, be drinking water. I just be drinking water, y'all. I'm minding my business. Mind your business and drink water. That's how you get clear skin, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and leave this for 7 to 10 minutes, and we'll tune back in when we're done.
20 minutes later.
All right, y'all. I can barely talk, so you already know it's already set. I low-key waited for more than 10 minutes because I got carried away watching a YouTube video. Y'all. Look at this glow. I was not glowing like this. Oh, I'm ready for this video. Let's get into some things, y'all. What is good, you? What's good, YouTube? My name is DefineSEBY and welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my little rendition of self-care with my face mask. It was honestly really refreshing, but I definitely did that just because today we will be talking about anxiety and depression. And I decided to make the video because I believe that anxiety is a silent killer. I believe that when anxiety levels rises, the desire to seek help decreases, and that can unfortunately lead to some very unfortunate endings. I also wanted to make this video because it is Black History Month, and I wanted to make a video that was kind of geared towards this topic and the significance that it holds in the Black community. In growing up as a Black male, it wasn't really socially acceptable to talk about your feelings. Unfortunately, a lot of our feelings were invalidated in the past. That can lead up to a lot of trust issues that we have. It was common back in the day to express that in a more argumentative, violent way. We've overcome so much as Black people and as Black individuals, as a country as a whole. But because it is Black History Month, I will just be speaking from my perspective as a Black male. But all in all, this video has nothing to do with race. It has more to do with the importance of recognizing that the human body is the human body, and not one body is exempt from having these experiences, from going through these experiences that are anxiety and depression, mental health issues. The first thing that I really want to talk about is the conscious decision of choosing to cancel negative energy. That means actively deciding that, like, your one friend that always sees that negative side of things, Not to cancel that person, but to say,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
that it feels better to be optimistic. Literally, it is better to be optimistic about any situation. If you're always so negative about everything, anything that you go through will always just be a negative end result. Choose to cancel negative energy. It's easier to complain and it's easier to be angry about things that are going on, but it literally feels better to cancel negative energy. Now, this step is a little more truthful with yourself. Write down your triggers and discuss them with someone that you trust. This is going to be a hard one because, like, even the people that you trust, even your closest friends, like, sometimes you just don't want to share this side of reality with them. Like, I'm good. You should always follow this up with some prayer. I always follow everything up with prayer. It gets you right. Alright, so this next one is basically just some behaviors that is better for your physical and your mental. So first, what I have is create a schedule that is set for success. And I mean, plan ahead. Make sure you are successful. Like, there's no reason to make a schedule if you're not going to be successful. Like, make a homework schedule, make a gym schedule, make a eating schedule, make a workout schedule, make different schedules for all of them, and it will help, I promise. Because the origin of this approach is because oftentimes those that develop anxiety lack a sense of order. More routine, the anxiety will lessen because you already kind of know how your day's gonna go, how, you know, what's the function. This next one that I have is to create behaviors that benefit your body. So this goes with eating fruits and vegetables with more of your meals. I would say maybe vegetables with every meal. This really does help the body and you're not gaining any calories from it. So this is definitely something you should do. Drink water all day. I really do think that's why I have clear skin, because I stay moist. Like, I just stay moist. You feel me? Like, I don't ever feel like dry or tired. We need to create behaviors that will benefit our mental. If listening to uplifting music. I have like 5 depressing playlists. We all have them. It's like our immediate go-tos. But don't entertain depression. This is the saddest story I have ever heard. You already know, remember. You already know. I think you can listen to the songs, but don't linger. Don't like have it on all night. Go to sleep with it all night. No. Let me look at the situation from a different perspective. And then socializing in person with other people will also help you overcome anxiety, unless you have social anxiety. In regards to depression, there is a certain syndrome called the heartache syndrome. I had no idea this was real until I was in my human sensory and perception class, that the heart can literally be broken and it can start operating during times of significant stress. It's also known as stress-induced cardiomyopathy. It's considered a heart condition that originates from stressful situations anatomically, and it occurs and develops over time. When you don't allow yourself to heal from something that was so traumatic, your body will start behaving in response to that non-effort to heal. If it was in a state of shock, it's only going to act like a state of shock. Even though you probably feel fine later on, it's still going to start behaving in that state of shock, and that's never a good thing. Because you can really put your body in different states when you don't allow it to heal, when you're not kind to yourself. One last thing that I definitely want to add is do not act on your emotion. It's so easy to act in the moment. This was actually a hard one, to not act on your emotions. Your acting on your emotions is like what makes you human. Emotions is what makes one human. So sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to include the animals have feelings too, because I was just thinking of my cats and they have emotions all the time. Okay, continue. If you are going through something and you're very emotional in that state, keep quiet. Go to sleep. If you can hold it out for just the day to just sleep, allow your brain to make that connection, that neurological connection, so it can logically create a plan that will benefit you. These behaviors indeed are a lot easier said than done, but it is super important that you apply them, because anxiety is something that can lead to self-harm and suicide. Lastly, if you find that you cannot overcome these obstacles, please love yourself enough or love your loved ones enough to seek the suggestions of a doctor. Sometimes anxiety is physiological. Sometimes there could be an imbalance in your hormones that is physically taking you into depression. Certain medications will assist with that. Make sure you find yourself a good doctor. God made you special, and He loves you very much. Don't believe that He would allow you to be put in any situation without a way out or the strength to overcome this. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Make sure you are sharing this with somebody. I love y'all. Thank you so much for your constant dedication, constant love, constant support. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Life is short and tomorrow is not promised. Behave accordingly. Be safe, my friends. I'll see you next time.